Hello! So today we're taking a look at a Greek island in the Aegean Sea, or an airfield on a Greek island in the Aegean Sea called Chios. So in ancient history, Chios was known as Scio, but then I think relations fell down between Turkey and Greece took ownership of the island several hundred years ago, and since then it's become known as Chios. So this is Chios Airfield, available from Inibuilds. So we're going to go and have a look around the airfield. So I'm just going to do something first to show just how much care these developers put into scenery within the simulator. So we're going to pan down to the entrance to the airport here, and I'm going to show you something rather interesting. So we're going to line the camera up quite deliberately, and we're going to put it just about there, or maybe a little bit further away. There we go. Just about there. So that is the view of Chios Airport in the simulator. We're now going to tab across to Google Street View. That's stunning, isn't it? So there's the simulator, there's Google Street View. So apart from the height of the wires going down the road, it's extremely similar. Now I'm going to get confused now, because I'm going to go and move the camera, and then I'm going to end up trying to move the Google Street View camera. So we're just going to go along the road a little bit. So you can see they've modelled the road alongside the airport. So we've got a cafe here, and a store, and a few other businesses. There's some car garages as well. So let's go and move Google Street View round and come further along. And we've got Kairos, Entos, and then we've got a restaurant with some outdoor seating. We've got some outdoor seating here. So Kairos, Entos with the outdoor seating, and the conservatory, and then a pet shop on the end. So if we go further down the street, this is just uncanny. We've got a Hyundai garage and a Skoda garage. So let's go and have a look. And I told you I would get mixed up, didn't I? So we're going to come further down the road in the simulator. So there's the Skoda garage, there's the Hyundai garage, and even as far as all the rest of the shops are accurate without going back and forth to show you them. So yeah, it's stunningly done. Very, very good. So let's fly up into the air. It's a beautiful part of the world, by the way. So this is on the coast of Chios, facing Turkey, so that's the Turkish mainland over there. So let's go and have a look around the island, or sorry, not the island, the airfield. So coming down, we'll just pan around to show the far end of the airfield. So you've got nice trees everywhere, and all of the outbuildings are all modelled nicely. It's worth pointing out all the fences around the airfield are done really well as well. So if we just speed the camera up a little bit so we can fly down. We've obviously got a VOR beacon here. So again, it's in the scenery, and that's what they look like. So fencing goes round. Notice there is no fence at the end of the runway. That's obviously been learnt the hard way. So if we fly back up the airfield, look at the texturing on the runway and the concrete either side of it. It's very nicely done. So over to one side, we've got some sort of, I don't know whether it's military or Coast Guard or what, but there's a Black Hawk over here. And then we've got the service buildings with obviously fire vehicles. So if we come down into here, the inside's all been done nicely as well. And you've got the main building of the airport, obviously, that we saw. So the car park's all been done nicely. So all the signage is done everywhere. Let me just slow the camera down even further so we're not too jumpy as we do this. Okay, so we've got the departures on this side, and we've got lots of people dotted around, which is always nice to see. Coming past the departure. Departure window. The internal of the building isn't modelled, but I don't mind that because it doesn't really affect us flying, does it? But it's nice to see this from the outside if you're flying past with a GA aircraft, for example. So you can see there's the arrival hall. He's going the wrong way. Somebody needs to tell him. We've got the police car over here. So obviously to do with customs, I guess. It'd be interesting to look on stock photos and see if that's a real car that's from the area. So there we go. We've got Chios Airport, or Omeros. Various baggage trolleys around the place. It's really nicely done. You can't help feeling it's well observed from the real place. So you've got the tower up here. Hasn't got quite as many aerials as the real one, but it's still done very well. Okay, so if we come up in the air, we're going to have a look. So we'll go and speed up. We're going to be flying the Velocity XL today to have a little look around, so we can see it sat here with the engine running, waiting for us. But there are some static aircraft dotted around as well. So you can use, there's an ATR there, and I'm not sure, is that a Gulfstream of some description? And there's various other bits and pieces further down. So we've got the tank farm here, and not far away there's actually a car garage. So I wonder if the fuel lines are connected between the two. So there's a construction site here as well, and a garage with a shop, so if anybody wants to go and buy some snacks. It's very near the airport. Probably cheaper than the terminal building. Okay, so let's go and take off and do a quick circuit of Chios and have a look at it, shall we? So we'll bring the drone camera back over to our little aeroplane that we're going to be using today, and we'll go and get in the air and have a look. So we are in, as I said, the Velocity XL from Black Square, which is a great little plane for sightseeing. So we're going to go back into the cockpit, and we're going to go and close the door if we can find the handle, which makes it a bit quieter for us. Check we haven't got any warnings. Let's just check for messages on the TDS. That's looking good. Okay, so parking brake off, and we'll straighten up the view, put the head tracking on. So let me just check the wind on LittleNavMap. So there's Chios Island. So we want to be taking off facing, turning right onto the airstrip. So if we just go and zoom in to show you that. So the wind is coming in from this direction, so we want to be facing it. So we might do with backtracking a little way as well. Let's go and calibrate the altimeter while we're here. We're almost at sea level. Shouldn't see any other airfield, any other people around. Now I had the pump on earlier. Let me just go and check. Switch for that. Shouldn't need it anymore. Alternators on. Pitot heat can now go on. Strobes can go on. Nav lights on. Okay. So let's just sit up. Not that it's going to make a great deal of difference, just looking for the turning area at the end of the runway. There's a wider paved area. Actually, we can go off the end and there's an even bigger turning area, but you can see there's a small one here. Okay, so full throttle. Oh, I'm going beyond the manifold pressure limit there, so let's just hold the throttle. So we're going through 70 knots, 80 knots, 90 knots. The wind's a bit gusty, so this thing leaps into the air. And gear up. And you get to see Chios from overhead now. Absolutely beautiful part of the world, and I've got live weather on, so it is just a lovely day. It's a bit windy, but it's a lovely, lovely day. So let's have a look at the island. So yeah, the scenery of the island is wonderfully done as well. It's very good, high resolution. The buildings are modelled really nicely. Okay, so let's go and turn out over the river here. And let's go and slow that propeller down a bit. Okay, so you can see that the hills in the middle of the island aren't that high, so you haven't got a huge amount of climbing to do. So we're coming up for 3,000 feet, and we're almost at the height of the highest hills. So they're not mountains, which makes navigating the island in the smaller plane with maybe not so much power a lot easier than some islands. It's very cool, isn't it? Should we just go and scoot across? Have a look around. Okay, should we bring this in for a touch and go? Just to see what the approach looks like, really. So power back to minimum. Watching the airspeed there. The only problem with this aeroplane is slowing the thing down. So going in for landing, we want to go and increase the propeller speed again, but not the power. Okay, so gear down. Base, coming down. Yeah, that RPM's a bit high. It's supposed to be self-governing, but you do need to keep an eye on it. We went off into the red there. So let's go and put our landing lights on. Okay, so what are the PAPI lights saying? They're all red at the moment, so we're a bit low. So it must be quite a steep approach from this direction. So let's just hold the plane level for a while and see that PAPI lights light up one after another. So they're still all red. I think they are. I wonder if they're implemented. We'll find out if we get closer. It's difficult to say which we're in they are, so let's go for full flaps. Oh, there's no flaps on this aircraft. What am I talking about? The Velocity XL. No, we're too high, look. We were just too far away to see the PAPI lights properly. So they've all come up white.
Sync rate.
That's fine.
500. Sync pull up. Pull sync rate. Sync rate.
So we're whites at the moment
Sync
on the PAPIs. Look at the wind buffeting us. There's one red. There's two reds. So we're now in the correct attitude. We're probably going to sink low though. We're going to lose some speed now. We're looking for the target area. Just drifted a bit beyond it, but I was more interested in getting down because I didn't want any of those buffety winds to throw us around. So we've got plenty of room to stop and steer off the runway. And go and park up next to the terminal. So we got to see the airfield there. It's interesting there that it didn't start rendering. That's probably my simulator settings. It didn't start rendering the PAPI lights until we were quite close, so we couldn't easily tell at a long distance whether we were on track or not. So we go and park up close to the terminal. Okay, so parking brake on. Engine stopped, and start turning things off. Pitot heat off, mags off, radio master switch off, alternator off, battery off, and open the doors. And you can hear that wind whistling past. It's a proper windy day. Okay, so there we go, Chios. From Inibuilds, so just go out to the drone camera and we'll fly out and show you it again from a distance. It's an absolutely beautiful part of the world. So as you saw earlier, it makes all the difference having this modelling of bus stops and shops and various things along the road next to the airport. It just gives you that extra bit of detail. There's obviously is that a desalination plant over here or a sewage plant? Who knows? I would have to go and look at the map to find that out. There's another car garage down here, look, with a petrol station, or gas station if you're in the US. But yeah, it's just really, really nicely done. So that's Chios Airport from Inibuilds. I'll put a link in the notes of the video where you can get it from. And hopefully you enjoyed this, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.